Despite failing to make any big moves, the Avs may have just made the best trade of the deadline last season. Andrighetto started the season with Montreal's AHL affiliate. He wouldn't see his first call up until the middle of November, and it would be just a short 4 games. Then he would be called up again in the middle of December for 4 games, until finally in January he was called up and stuck with the team for a while. Montreal never really gave him much of a chance to succeed. His average TOI with them was around 10 minutes, and his playstyle doesn't really fit in a bottom 6 role. Ultimately, prior to the deadline, Andrighetto would put up 2 goals and 6 assists for 8 points in 27 games with the Canadiens, as well as 8 goals and 14 assists for 22 points in the AHL with the Ice Caps. Then, the trade deadline came upon us, and Montreal was looking for a bigger, stronger, grittier player to use in their bottom 6 for their playoff push, and we just happened to have Andreas Martinsen sitting around. Initially, a lot of people weren't sure about the trade because Andrighetto had cleared waivers earlier in the year with Montreal sending him back down and calling him back up. But losing Martinsen was something the Avs could definitely afford. He was essentially a bottom 6 forward whose future with the organization was uncertain at best, and Andrighetto was significantly younger than him. Of course, now we know that Montreal would use Martinsen mostly as a scratch, and he wouldn't record a single point in either the regular season or the playoffs, so that makes the trade look pretty good too. After missing a few games due to visa issues with going from a Canadian team to an American one, Andrighetto joined the Avs on March 5th against the St. Louis Blues. He didn't record a point that first night, but from there on out, it was all gravy. In fact, of the 19 games Andrighetto played with the Avalanche, he would record at least 1 point in 13 of them. The first thing you noticed when Andrighetto joined the team was his effort level. On a team full of people who had been mailing it in for months, Andrighetto was working his tail off out there, doing everything he could to create offensive chances, not only for himself, but for the other players on his lines. He showcased a good shot and even better vision, and it didn't take long for him to move into the top 6 and play 18-19, occasionally even 20 minutes a night. While Andrighetto is on the smaller side, a tenacious forecheck combined with an ability to keep the puck on his stick made him dangerous in all situations and often dragged defenders to him, opening up options for his line mates. Here's some fun facts for Andrighetto in an Avalanche uniform. He outscored Nieto despite playing less than half the number of games. He did the same for Soderberg despite playing less than a quarter the number of games. And last but not least, he doubled Colborne's points despite playing a third the games. While fun for Andrighetto, those really aren't very fun for Avs fans. In his time with the Avalanche in the 16-17 season, Andrighetto scored 5 goals and 11 assists for 16 points in 19 games, and I have to give him an A+. Granted, there's a huge asterisk next to that grade because of the small sample size, but he was easily the best player on the Avalanche in his time with them. Did he overachieve what we can expect out of him going forward? Probably. But nonetheless, even if he's a 30 to 40 point guy this year, that trade is an absolute steal for us. At the end of the day, if Andrighetto ends up being an accessory piece in more of a middle 6 role, that's perfectly fine. The Avs should know better than anyone what a lack of quality accessory pieces does to a team. That is the end of this players season review. Thank you for watching. With the rookie camp day on the 8th and then the rookie showcase coming up immediately after that, I should have some game review videos for both the game on the 9th and the 11th, as they will be streamed so I can clip highlights from them. So keep an eye out for that. With preseason stuff starting to ramp up, I will try and sneak in a couple more player review videos. The only 2 players that are returning that I haven't done this far are Johnson and Barbario. So whenever there's some downtime during the preseason, I'll probably try and get those videos up as well. I'm Rudo3, and I'm tired of hearing about Duchesne.